Hey everybody out in YouTube land, it's Mark the Big Mac, the one and only. And today I'm here with Caleb from Bad Fanfiction Theater.
Hi.
And Samniss Arendine, am I getting that right?
Hello. Samniss Arendine.
Okay, there we go. And of course, TrueBlueFuse.
Hey, bitches.
And today we're going to be reading off a very terrible fanfic that I have just heard of, entitled Burning Rings of Fire, which stars Kanye West and Johnny Cash, among others.
By Jack Link.
Thunderchin.
Thunderchin!
Motherfucker.
So basically, I think what that means is Jack Link was the pen name he was going by, but that's who it is, in parentheses, actually wrote the story.
Thunderchin. So did Jay Leno write this after getting struck by lightning?
Maybe.
This is what he's like in his downtime when he's not interviewing celebrities. He's just like taking the piss out of them.
Taking the piss out of them. All the
yeah, celebrities like
doing that in
Garfield, the Tails doll.
Oh. So, anyway, without further ado, you guys ready to get into this burning ring of shit?
Yes. Let's do this.
All right, the reading order we're gonna be going by chapters. First me, then Cassie, then Samniss, then Blue, and we're gonna go on from there. Chapter 1, Ain't No Grave. Kanye West's pants dropped to the ground as the famous rap star loosed his willy and sprayed forth a stream of golden liquid onto a grave.
Ew.
As you do.
Yo, Johnny, I'm gonna let you.
Because that's what you do to Johnny effing Cash.
You don't?
I've never been to Johnny Cash's grave to piss on it.
Well, this is Kanye West.
What have I done?
I guess.
Yo, Johnny, I'm gonna. I can't do this shit. Fuck. I'm gonna let you rest in peace. But I have some of the best songs of all time, he exclaimed, pissing away onto the burial site of another famous musician.
Because he's
This
an
is the
asshole.
night away.
Oh, Taylor Swift needs to read this and just react to it.
Oh, you think being interrupted at the VMAs is bad?
Oh, God. I'm just picturing this actually happening with fucking Goosebumps, like TV show style, like special effects and all.
Who's eating their mic?
Yeah, who is that?
That was me dropping it. I'm sorry.
A skeleton hand punched out of the grave, and with a forceful grab, the hand ripped West's wiener clean
Oh
off.
my god!
Blood and piss sprayed out of the former manhood like a fountain as a stunned Kanye fell on the ground.
Now this would be a beautiful death.
The hand then pulled back into the ground, soon replaced by a skull, and then a neck, and then the whole skeleton rose out of the earth. And of course, it had to have like a Johnny Cash style like wig on and everything. Its tattered all-black suit clung desperately to the bones as it leapt into the air, and Kanye brought his pants back up to run away from the emasculated zombie attacking him. As blood continued to spurt from his traumatized tender area, he leapt into his Tesla Model S and pulled it back into gear. God, for like a really bad creepypasta that's obviously written to be like, you know, a troll, you know, yeah, I said creepypasta, like a fanfic that's obviously a troll fic. This is like really put together very well. And that's what makes it awful and good at the same time. But the skeleton had other ideas. It stuck its finger into the charging port, sucking out all the electrons from the 100 kilowatt-hour traction battery.
How can it do that?
I don't fucking know. The sucking was so sudden, so forceful even, oh my, I bet, that the whole car crumpled into a ball, trapping West inside like a birdcage. What the fuck? The energy made the skeleton glow an orange aura as it rolled the ball of a Elon Musk seed all across Hendersonville, Tennessee.
Is he like that thing from Batman Beyond, like that nuclear guy.
Oh, fucking Blight.
Yeah, Blight. That's what it was.
God, I fucking love that show. I wish they wouldn't have canceled that.
I just Googled Johnny Cash's grave site. It really is in Hendersonville, Tennessee.
God, this dude did his research too. I applaud this man. I want to shake this man's hand for making this.
I want to shake this man's dick. Don't know about you.
Well, it depends on if it's there or not, or ripped off by Johnny Cash.
True. Hey, I can just
assuming
find it from
Kanye
Johnny.
wrote this.
Maybe. This sounds like it might be something he tried to write and said, yeah, it's philosophical as fuck, boy.
That's not going to hurt Kanye. He's just going to grow another one.
Yeah, well, his whole body is a dick, so he might as well just sort of like kind of shorter and just push his ass down. He just
radiates dick energy.
He's just going to get an inch shorter and just repurpose his mass.
Basically.
Hey, there's plenty of Kim Kardashian left to penetrate, so...
Well, I mean, I doubt you really could. You'd probably just be like in between the butt cheeks and just be like, am I doing it right? Am I doing it right, Kim? And she's like, oh yeah, just being on her phone. She's just fucking like playing Candy Crush while he's like thinking he's doing his thing, just like screaming out, I'm the man the whole time. She's just like, oh yeah, Kanye, you're the man. You're the man. You're the man, yeah. Oh, I got a double. Oh, you're the man. I'm gonna make a song about this. Okay, whatever. As the ball snowballed in size, and it absorbed cars and buildings and lights and garbage, and soon the whole town was a giant sphere of debris, rolling across Tennessee with a crushed Kanye at the very core, being pushed along by a most demented creature. God, I have to give this guy props on his fucking sentence structure. This shit makes my fucking hubris like erect as fuck.
Your hubris is erect?
All the human flesh, save for Kanye, because he's a less than human piece of shit trapped inside the ball, melted into glowing blue particles, which phased out of the ball and flew into the glowing orange skeleton. Holy fuck, I want to see this be a movie. This sounds really fucking good. I'm gonna see this thing become a fucking movie. I'm not even kidding. This sounds good as shit, honestly. Like, I'd pay to see this. Fucking zombie Johnny Cash fucking absorbing electricity. Like fucking Cole from Infamous and crushing fucking crushing Kanye.
I think this guy has made his opinion on music perfectly clear.
Yeah, and man, he deserves to host the fucking Grammys.
Oh, God.
Just like, give Kanye an award and then get up on stage and I'm gonna let you finish, but first I'm gonna rip that willy off.
So that would be pretty interesting primetime television.
Soon
he tries to rip it off, it just keeps...
Trying to FCC complaining about that.
It's fucking growing back like a fucking like scarf with a clown.
No, just when you try to rip it off, it just stretches. Just elastic, just goes for miles.
Oh fuck! His fucking Plastic Man all of a sudden Stretch Armstrong and shit. His dick is about as artificial as Kim's ass.
About as much silicone.
You fucking squeeze it and it's like a stress ball. It just sort of like squishes and things pop out of his balls.
Yes.
What balls?
The balls of silicone. That...
He has to fill them up like nightly, you know. He has to change them and everything. If he runs out of power, they just sort of like droop there. They have to be perfectly round, so he has to switch them out every day and like recharge them and everything. Otherwise, they start to droop. I don't know how this turned into Kanye's balls, the actual like genetic like play-by-play, but oh well. Soon the flesh began to reform all around the skeleton, rebuilding its former body and mind, and soon a resuscitated Johnny Cash stood before the great orb of Detritus, his bones had left. Cash stuck out his right hand, and it materialized his prized guitar, hewn from Satan's horns. He struck out his left, and the crown of thorns appeared in hand. Cash leapt atop the ball and began to unravel the crown to use as guitar strings. Then from his tattered pocket he withdrew a hardened, crusty, fossilized... Holy crap, not even touching that. And with the strummed his great holy guitar. La 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 la, Katamari Damacy. Holy shit.
I'd be happy to touch that, just saying.
Jesus Christ, foreskin?
Yeah,
Cash,
why not?
Cash groaned as he stood atop the ball, rolling it further into the sunset across the Tennessee landscape. Judas.
So, Johnny Cash became fucking the Katamari Prince.
Apparently. I mean, look at that bulge. He fucking added, like, Kanye's to his own.
Now Kanye actually has balls.
Yeah.
Well, a ball.
A giant big ball. And it's technically not his ball anymore, it's Cash's.
Cash owns his dick.
Alright, so, Chapter 2, The Crystal Skull, was a shitty movie from what I hear.
I liked it. But then again, you know, I didn't grow up on Indiana Jones. I just kind of, like, watched them occasionally, so it wasn't like I was like, oh my gosh, it's a new movie. I was like, it's got aliens and it's got, like, Harrison Ford in it again, so why not? Spoiler alert!
Bitch! You lied to me! You said it was the best movie ever!
Oh, for a minute there, I thought you were actually pissed at me for spoilers.
No.
No, that is actually the first word of this chapter. Holy shit.
16 pounds of marble crashed through the window at alarming speed, striking Kim Kardashian square in the face.
Does that mean it was like marble against marble?
Basically.
The tabloid celebrity crumpled to the floor, blowing a bowling ball firmly planted in her skull. Security guards flocked to the scene of the body and were greeted by the sight of a shirtless 50 Cent wearing a bowling ball in his hand? Wielding a bowling ball, not wearing one.
How do you do that? I think Kanye could probably do that with what's left of his you know, like, stump. Put it in a finger hole.
They raised their Glock 18C selective fire pistols with 10,000 round drum magazines to fire
Holy shit.
What the
the
fuck?
infamous attacker.
Oh, holy.
Wow.
How big are those fucking magazines to hold 10,000 rounds?
Well, he did survive getting shot like 9 times, so they're probably just, you know, making sure they don't fuck up again.
Still, how big does the fucking mag have to be? I mean, the Glock 17, Glock 18 family of pistols, they hold, like, what, 20 rounds? Shit?
The fucking magazine looks like a katana sticking out the bottom of the gun.
Those are the 33-round extended ones. And then you got the Beta Cs, which are the ones that look like testicles coming off the bottom of the gun. Those
well,
hold
you see, the magazine had to have been replaced, because Kanye wasn't the only victim of Johnny Cash. Just now, where his dick once was, there's just a large magazine attached to a gun. Might as well spray something from it.
Yep.
That actually doesn't sound like too bad. That's actually kind of badass.
Exactly.
This is my rifle, this is my gun, literally.
Fire! Yelled the lead security guard, and all 10 of them dumped the whole mags into Fiddy's belly. At 1,200 rounds per minute, it took 8 minutes and 20 seconds for everyone to burn through their mags. 50 Cent yawned in boredom as the 100,000 9x19mm parabellum hollow point rounds bounced off his abs, forming a pile of lead at his feet.
I will give this guy credit. He doesn't call them clips. He calls them mags.
Wow, he's 50 Cent and the $6 million man.
Bitch! Yelled 50 again, throwing the bowling ball with equal fervor. It struck the target's torso this time, knocking him back into his other 9 colleagues. And all 10 guards fell to the floor with hollow thud sounds. A giant red X appeared above his head with accompanying buzzer to indicate that he had gotten strike. 50 entered the house, and after some searching, found a diamond-encrusted skull. "Look at that ice, man," he said to himself. Then he took the skull off its plinth in the center of the mansion. But before he could put it in hammer space, which I guess is his pants, a bowling ball whizzed by and knocked the skull out of his hand. 50 turned and saw a caved-in Kim Kardashian standing there. The bowling ball was no longer in her face. Okay. Instead, a flattened version of her face lined the sizable dent at the front of her cranium. Wait.
So it's basically she looks like she does before all the surgery.
Yes.
Or Judge
Great.
Doom.
Great, now Kim Kardashian's a T-1000.
Dun, dun, dun.
Great, I knew that bitch was a robot.
But it could
Bionically.
But it could somehow still see well enough to throw the bowling ball back at 50. With another exclamation of the female dog, 50 threw another bowling ball, but in a blur, Kardashian ducked. 50 followed up with 5 more I was getting confused. Followed up with 5 more exclamations, each followed by a bowling ball throw. But time slowed down like in the Matrix, so Kim could lean back to dodge the multicolored orbs of marble. But the last one went up her dress, like the Dragon Ball from Sailor Moon and the 7 Dragon Balls.
Oh my god, someone knows about this.
Yeah.
I know better, but I've never seen
that.
Fucking Sailor 7 balls.
Slid up her vagina into her womb, and then exploded.
What the fuck?
Oh my god! Dousing the
that-
whole room in a wash of bloody, chunky Kardashian viscera.
So basically,
I'd go to that party.
Holy shit. That got gory real
God damn! Now you gotta clean shit off the walls, man.
Well,
No,
so
yeah,
much
that's
all over the
worse.
place.
Of course they're not going to clean shit up. This is a Kardashian house. They're going to get a maid to do it.
Having surprised himself with a ball that well aimed, oh my.
Oh.
50 turned back to where the skull had landed, only to gaze upon the sight of a bespectacled fat man in a tan t-shirt. Hello, and welcome to another Reaction and Review. Today I'm watching Get Rich or Die Tryin', starring 50 Cent. I can't see this as being any good, but here on Reaction and Review, we always strive to give each movie a chance, unless it's The Hunger Games, because fuck you if you like it. The fat man picked up the skull from the ground.
Fuck you too.
I agree. I thought it was
I liked
okay.
that movie.
I thought it
I thought it
was
was
pretty bad.
I had to read the books in high school and everything, so I mean I was already kind of familiar with it when the movies came out.
Yeah. I recommend reading the books.
The movies
Yeah, I
are
hear they're way better.
watchable, at least. Way too long, but I mean.
Bitch! Shouted 50 Cent again, throwing another bowling ball. But the fat man cartwheeled through a wall and got on his giant pot leaf to fly it away like a magic carpet.
The fuck?
I don't know!
Ah, shit, 50
happened?
Ah, shit, 50 Cent. Well, Snoop Dogg parked his vehicle in the wrong place.
The fucking pot leaf. Okay, this whole story
that
makes
was-
so much more sense now.
50 immediately gave chase, readying yet another bowling ball as he ran through the cartwheel hole to pursue the fat man. Bitch!
Giggity.
Because that's the only word he knows. He's like Rain from the Resident Evil movies.
Oh, those fucking movies.
man.
Those are way worse than anything we mentioned so far.
Bitch! Yelled 50 as he tried to throw the floating carpet. Throw at it, my bad.
Oh, speaking of which, before you guys go on, I need to say something though. Do you guys know who George Romero is, right?
Yes.
Yeah?
You know that he wrote a script for the Resident Evil movie and Capcom threw it out?
Yes.
Did not know that.
The guy who wrote Night of the Living Dead had someone play the game in front of him while he took notes, and he wrote a script based on Resident Evil to give them to make the movie, and they threw it out because they thought it wasn't good.
They threw it out because they thought people wouldn't want to watch the same thing they played. And I'm like, that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see Chris. I wanted to see Jill. I wanted to see Wesker. I wanted to see Rebecca. I wanted to see Burton. I want to see them fighting a bunch of zombies.
Well, wouldn't that be the whole point of an adaptation?
Yeah, because why would I want to just sit there and watch some chick that never existed in the games fighting zombies in a world where the closest thing we have to Leon Kennedy is just some buff dude who looks like PewDiePie who has like one line.
And then have the audacity to call it Resident Evil like it's the same series?
I would have been fine with that if they gave it a different name and just like another corporation made a zombie virus. Okay, whatever. It's been
and then just made it say inspired by Resident Evil.
Yeah, at least then you could do that. Or even just do what Assassin's Creed did, even though the movie was terrible. Just say, like, it's in the same universe, but different characters we never met.
Well, that's
Hero
what
of
I
a different
thought the
story.
original direction of the first movie was going to do. I'm like, okay, this is to sort of kind of like behind the scenes of the games. But, well, that became...
Yeah, it didn't go that way. Then they just sort of caused Resident Evil 6 to happen. But back to what we were doing.
Okay. The pot plant lifted one of its leaves because I guess it's a full-sized plant and not just a leaf.
It's fucking attached to like a fucking like pot. Oh,
it's
like,
the Jack and the Beanstalk all over again.
Sawing the bowling ball in two and causing the halves to curve around their target. Continued yelling and throwing met the same result as the pot plant successfully lifted its passenger past the clouds so that he could suffocate and die.
Shit.
Fuck, man, I can't fucking believe I missed that fucking skull, yelled 50 as he retreated.
He can say other words.
He actually said words. Holy shit, he said something other than bitch. Give this man a medal.
And he wasn't throwing bowling balls. Where did he get all those bowling balls?
He suddenly able them.
What does like 50 Cent even have to do with bowling balls?
Maybe the author likes round objects.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, this is probably like what each like chapter has in common because apparently they don't link up, but everything involves something round. Yeah. Oh my god, burning rings of fire. There we go.
Yelled 50 as he retreated to his bright yellow Hummer. It's 30 inches chrome splinters made of a dazzling display as he sped away from the scene. What the fuck is Cash gonna think of me?
Holy shit, okay, there we go. It is connected. Holy fuck. 50 Cent's working for Johnny Cash. 50 Cent is working for Johnny Cash. Are you shitting me?
They're not even the same genre.
No, cents and cash. Fucking money. Oh my god, this dude is like a genius and like not creative at all at the same time.
You talentless hack piece of shit. We are still reading this.
I love it so much. I want to see this made into a movie so fucking bad. Get the dudes who get the Wayans brothers to make this.
If he ever finishes it. If this guy ever finishes it.
Yeah, really. Like I would if I was a millionaire, I would buy the rights to this shit and be like, "Please, finish this. I will pay you."
Yeah. Yeah, now it's my turn.
I want to see Johnny Cash rip off Kanye West's dick in like HD 3D and like, I want to see his fucking dong get ripped off by a skeleton hand in like fucking slow motion.
That was Catharsis.
Screw that, man. I want to see it be a play. That way we can just see his dick actually getting ripped off. One time only.
Yeah, one time only. Don't explain why. Don't have it in the contract. Just have it be pissing there on the grave and all of a sudden just rip it off and be like, bitch, you signed the contract. Now we own your ass. Literally. We have part of you in a fucking jar.
Your name is Toby, kid.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay. I'm next. Chapter 3. Out with a bang. If there's one thing up that, it was stealth. Anita Sarkizian silently pulled her Prius.
Oh god, is she gonna say how like video games are terrible even though like does anybody even notice how fucking like retarded she is?
Yes.
Yeah, I
hope so.
I'm kind of wishing. I'm kind of dreading this too.
Why
And
are
I got the fucking long chapter. Yo. But
why are video games they always have the girls with their cleavage showing and everything like that? Why don't they have that with guys? Well, because most women don't find guys in feminine poses and everything attractive. They want big muscles and strong shoulders like Kratos, who is shirtless.
yeah, it's not like you're gonna have like a 50-inch
Like
pecs
dong
and-
hanging out? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you expect? You expect to have like some dude on a stripper pole and everything like that? No.
Sure, why
It's-
well, if you're
not?
playing
Let's see
Saints
if
Row
he
4.
got some moves.
It's fucking attuned to what the majority of audiences want. And I mean, why the hell do you think that fucking Kratos is shirtless? I mean, oh, that's wrong. We'll tell that to Jacob, who took his shirt off after 5 minutes on screen and no one blinks an eye.
Yeah, men, those can be objectified. We can be objectified all they want, but
Yeah, tell it to fucking Twilight, which had no substance whatsoever except for it to be gawked at, but that's fine.
yeah. Men are never objectified. Tell that to Tom Hiddleston. Tell that to Daniel Craig.
Tell that to every yaoi fanfic I have ever read.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, have you ever heard like the interviews with Robert Pattinson after Twilight?
Oh yeah, I've read a few of those. Just
I feel
he
sorry for that
hates-
guy.
He
I
hates
don't.
it
He's
so
fucking
much.
rich, man.
He hates it so much he openly cuts Stephanie Meyer down all the fucking time. All he does is say he never got to do any vampire stuff and like she's the worst writer
You know
ever,
that-
basically.
You know that you know that song that was in Twilight that Edward was singing? Robert Pattinson actually wrote that song himself.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Anita Sarkizian silently pulled her Prius into a parking space at the David Inn.
She was terrified of getting fucking raped the second she entered the fucking...
And after some searching, found the door she was looking for. It wasn't too difficult to find this quarry. She could hear moaning and thumping on the other side, and by Dworkin did that turn her on.
Oh god!
By Dork?
Dworkin, Andrea
By
Dworkin,
Dworkin.
like she's like infamous radical feminist. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
she's
I
dead.
know.
now.
She's a complete asshole.
Yeah.
She doesn't understand anything about reality at all. Like the fact that not everybody likes the same thing.
Pretty much.
But Anita put aside the arousal of the situation and skillfully picked the lock, pushing the door open just a crack.
The sneaky
Just-
bitch.
The first thing she saw was the chair. Draped across it was a bulky sweatshirt, and despite the only light source being several feet to the right, she could make out the distinctive green and purple stripes across it. On the floor in front of the chair, a pair of platform heels lay haphazardly. The
God
metallic
damn it.
spark... What?
I thought it was going to be like Freddy Krueger coming after Anita Sarkeesian.
That would be awesome.
A pair of platform heels lay haphazardly, the metallic sparkling brilliantly catching what little light was hitting it, so as to make its base fire-red color nearly invisible. Anita recognized one such garment, but not the shoes. With the door now slightly open, the moans were louder now, and Anita realized it was another woman's voice making the moans. Curious, Anita opened the door just a little bit farther. As more of the floor became visible, so did a pair of blue jeans that appeared to have been thrown from the bed. On one of the bedposts, draped a sequined cloth, likely a dress, in the same fire-red hue. At the foot of that post lay a beat-up pair of sneakers, with the same carelessness paid to the rest of the garments strewn about the room. And then, Anita's eye went to the bed itself.
Ah shit, they paused the video.
What?
Like, if you ever pause a video where Anita Sarkeesian is in it, just at pretty much any given moment, if her eyes are half closed, one of her eyes is just like drooping significantly lower than the other, and it makes you look really silly.
Yeah. Atop it, on her knees, a girl with flowing red hair was thrusting furiously against her partner. A look of mischief alit her dark green eyes as a grin spread from cheek to freckled cheek, and it grew ever more naughty with each moan of said partner. Anita's eyes drifted down the girl's body, noting her breasts and upper body, then down her lower torso to the nether region, which was moving back and forth in repeated penetration, for the straps across her hips attached a gloriously long strap-on. The purple silicone glistened with a coat of vaginal juices.
Holy shit!
This is going into a bit more detail than I was anticipating.
Holy fuck.
The synthetic member allowing the pleasure her lover again and again. Wow. So that is her, Anita thought. She reached into her right boot, and from a sheath hidden within, she withdrew 3 throwing knives. Never knew I'd be the one killing Vivian James mid-sex.
Ooh.
She's like the Gamergate mascot. She doesn't even actually exist, I'm pretty sure.
But does she is fucking?
What the fuck? Okay, I take back what I said before. This guy did not put this together unless this is on purpose, but that is like, I want that on a shirt now. I want that on the shirt. A big fucking white t-shirt with white letters.
But does she is...
Just with Anita's derp face around it, that would be... I would buy that.
But does she is fucking, and on the back it's just like a picture of Steve-O getting the thumbs up or something?
Anita looked back inside. The pair of lovers, not noticing their audience, were still at it. The girl on bottom looked quite thin, with slightly tanned skin and locks of wavy black hair obscuring her face. She'd have to find out after they were dead, Anita supposed. The door burst open, and Vivian James turned to see what was going on just in time to get a knife straight into her neck. The knife bounced out, leaving a cut right in the jugular vein that began oozing blood in massive quantities. She crumpled to the ground, applying pressure to the wound in a reflexive attempt to stop the bleeding. As she rolled off... The what?
I'd just like to point out that this is clearly a result of... Like, Anita's actions here are clearly a result of all those video games she totally played for research purposes.
Yeah,
As she rolled off the other side of the bed to the ground, another of Anita's knives entered her back, embedding directly between 2 ribs and piercing her heart. Holy shit!
I can't believe I'm actually starting to respect her, at least in some kind of quasi-metaphysical, like, interdimensional way.
Yeah, she's pretty bang-on accurate with those knives.
Maybe this is the version of Anita that doesn't actually hate anything that's not her gender.
Yeah, I'm just saying, this is the kind of shit that Banjo-Kazooie will cause you to do.
Totally. You never know, man. I played fucking Pac-Man one time and tried to eat my cousin.
I know, right?
Then you
Well, she is
have sex with a donkey.
Well, yeah, she is the one making the Jack Thompson argument that video games train people to do things. So.
Yeah, totally. You know what video games train me to do? Sit there and fucking not move.
That's what Skyrim trains me to do.
And then you become embedded into your couch.
Yeah, so I'm totally going to be committing so many crimes when my ass is glued to my fucking cushion to the point where you can't get it apart from each other without some kind of industrial separating agent.
You and the couch fuse together like Dragon Ball Z.
I've become even like softer than I am now, and she only hates me because she doesn't want to sit on me because I'd be so soft that she'd actually like enjoy my fucking velvety surface and my fucking like memory foam cushions.
Anita raised this knife as she surveyed the room. Both lovers had rolled to the other side of the bed, and Vivian was gasping for air in a pool of her own blood. A hand reached above the top of the bed, and a 6-hour P226R was in it. Well, nice choice of pistol, first off. I want one of those. Said hand began blind firing over the cover of the bed in Anita's general direction, forcing her to duck down behind the other side. A fair bit more noise than Anita was hoping for, but at least she could finish the job and get out of here, right? The gun ran dry after 20 rounds, and Anita heard it clatter to the floor, followed by the sound of someone putting their weight on the bed. She leapt up, knife to throw, and an arrow pierced through her eye.
How?
Damn!
The dark... An arrow? How?
Well, it says...
The dark-haired lady had brandished a bow against her attacker, firing another arrow into the brain of Anita. The tired old internet feminist crumpled to the floor, oozing yet more blood all over the hotel. Useless lump of flesh passed on, never to bitch about meaningless shit and complain about people offering counter-arguments on the internet ever again.
Wait, what counter-arguments? You mean to say that she doesn't disable comments on her videos?
I think she means like the author means people like Alpha Omega Sin, who called her a
sex with their
moron.
microphone.
Yeah, but does she ever... That implies she actually takes criticism.
Oh yeah, she
exactly.
does by like trying to say that he was being an asshole to her, and I'm like, well, he was, but not for the reason you seem to think.
Because you're a nasty bitch that hates everybody else.
Yeah.
Basically.
No one likes assholes. You're one of them. Get used to it or move on.
Well,
Or
let's
bitch
just say
about it
this
on the
guy...
internet and become incredibly popular for some reason.
Yeah,
This
because a
guy
bunch of
has
other
made his stance on
people-
Gamergate pretty clear.
I kind of really like this guy.
Yeah. I am... I think I've fallen in love. Just
This guy is like, I think this guy might look like Mr. Torque from Borderlands, though.
I want to find what this guy looks like. I need a body pillow of him in my life.
Vivian gasped for air, reaching her free hand up. Vivian had to make another gasp. Low blood and a perforated lung made it difficult to even keep conscious.
God damn.
Katniss, Wait, what?
What?
Katniss shot up what's-her-face with a
Anita
bow and arrow.
Sarkizian?
No fucking way.
Katniss was getting fucked by Vivian James until Vivian James got ambushed by Anita Sarkizian. What?
Wait a minute, but didn't this guy say fuck the Hunger Games?
No, that was Emmer.
Someone else. Yeah.
Oh, it was? Okay. Well, I mean, holy shit. A fictional character just killed another fictional character.
Wait, what?
You really think
Vivian-
that Anita Sarkeesian is a real person?
Sure. I suppose
Vivian
I should-
tried to finish her sentence, love you, but drifted into eternal slumber, succumbing to her wounds before, and checked her.
Oh, shit.
Infinitely better love story than Twilight.
Oh, so much over.
Okay.
So much better.
Alright, Fuse, it is your turn.
Okie dokie. John Arbuckle couldn't help but shed a tear.
Oh,
This is
no.
chapter 4, by the way.
Fucking
Read the
no.
chapter title.
Oh, right. On your tails. Anyway, John Arbuckle couldn't help but shed a tear. His beloved tabby cat, Garfield, was leaving. The romance has ended. It's so tragic. Garfield had reassured him over the past few weeks that he'd be coming back alive. Or had tried. Garfield's speech being entirely in thought bubbles made the whole speaking to John bit a bit more than a mere possibility. Garfield has stuffed his bag with a pan of John's delicious homemade lasagna, and his lasagna, into some lasagna, because he lasagnaed his lasagna. I'm sorry, but every noun after lasagna in that sentence became lasagna, because lasagna is delicious.
Oh my god, this is it. He heard me. This dude fucking read my thoughts in like a dream or something. This is 50 Shades of lasagna.
50 Shades Saucier.
Holy
My
shit!
God.
This
It happened.
This is so much better than Twilight already.
This is so far my easily favorite fanfic ever. Just best thing I've read. Period.
fantastic. Thank you, people,
Oh my
for
God.
bringing this into my life.
Oh my god! And just the next sentence. It must be a continuation of that last story. Just anyway, with suitable provisions for his trip packed away, Garfield strapped a pole bearing an American flag to his back as he strode onward to his shiny, new, specially downscaled Harley Davidson Fat Boy. This is the sequel.
This is the total fucking sequel. Oh my god, this man is like a fucking psychic, man. Get the X-Files. Where the fuck's Mulder?
This guy's fucking omniscient, man.
This is God.
Oh
I am officially worshipping Thunderchin as my one true god.
fucking Thunderchin, dude. This guy is like needs
And his
a fucking,
prophet, Jack Link.
This dude needs a fucking holiday. Thunderchin Day, where everyone just like tries to connect our minds together.
Exactly.
We all just touch dicks and hope we think the same thing.
Dicks out for Thunderchin.
Holy shit! I'm putting that on Facebook.
Dude.
Hold on a minute. I'm putting that out right now. Actually, let me open this shit out. I hope I didn't sign out yet.
You can't see it, but my dick is out right now, guys. Just for Thunderchin. Just trust me on this one.
I'm going to join you, man.
On this day forward, I declare February 9th Thunderchin Day.
Okay. Well, that means it's tomorrow for me since I'm on like Pacific time.
Okay.
Something to look
I don't know
forward
why the fuck I spent time doing this shit when I could have just done it on my phone, but fuck it.
Well,
Dicks. God damn it, go the fuck away. Fucking pop-up, go away. I didn't put Dickle.
ad block.
Dicks out for Thunderchin.
Dicks out for Thunderchin.
He twisted the ignition key, pressed the start button, and straddled the supple leather seat as the theme to Kerbal Space Program. Isn't that your icon?
Yeah, this guy read my mind.
This dude is a fucking DC character.
Oh my god. Sorry, I should rephrase that. Oh my Thunderchin. Gotta be consistent. Anyway, he waved. Just as the theme of Kerbal Space Program heralded his departure, he waved to John, Odie, Pookie, and the rest as he put his bike in gear, feathering out the clutch and getting the bike rolling towards his ultimate destination. As 96 cubic inches of Harley power thrust along the ripped, muscular, bipedal, exotic short hair, causing the bright orange fur for which his breed... I don't even know what I'm saying. Causing the bright orange fur for which his breed of cat was named to flow in the wind. His GPS was projecting the route inside his sunglasses. He continued to fly across the highway, breezing past all those cagers in their puny little cars, living their puny little lives, but he had to save them from the evil he was pursuing. He had heard the whereabouts of Tails' doll from the grapevine. And
I heard it from the grapevine.
Oh,
And with everything in his arsenal, he'd exterminate his arch-rival once and for all. Eventually, after 6 hours by motorcycle, with the occasional stop for lasagna, Garfield pulled up to the spot. Here was where the Tails doll supposedly was. Garfield marveled at the extent of the damage, how the whole town of Henderson had vanished, leaving not even the slightest scrap of rubble or sign of civilization behind. What had been left behind, though, was a giant trail leading north out of the city, where the surrounding forest had been ripped clean away. Garfield followed this trail, extra watchful for the signs of the Tails doll activity. But no matter how hard he looked, nowhere along the trail from Hendersonville to the point where it was inexplicably ended showed any sign. Garfield thought. Maybe my sources were not as accurate as they seemed. There are no quotation marks there, but whatever.
That's because it's a thought.
True. Then a cold tingling sensation from behind made the fur on his back stand on end. He began to turn to see what was going on, but a familiar voice boomed on him. No, don't move one bit. The high-pitched, well, fuck, too late now, robotic, demonic voice of the Tails doll came from behind him.
Oh, God.
The tails doll hovered in the air, both tails twitching helplessly, as if having forgotten how to spin properly. Just stay where you are.
And that's 4.
Check the messages real quick.
Digs out for Thunderchin. You really did. You really did.
Eh.
Wow.
Digs.
You damn Skippy, son.
Digs. You really did.
Eh. Alright, whose turn is it now?
It's yours, Mark.
Yes. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. Let's see. Chapter 5. Deadly Prevastation. Oh god, I can imagine where this is going. The pot-leaf Magikarp landed on the helipad, and Amerpravus stepped off of it. Does anybody know who that is?
Nope.
I think he does the reaction and review show.
Okay.
I think one of his other names is Helsing.
Okay. The pot leaf sighed in relief that it no longer had to carry such a massive burden. Bagpipe players surrounded the helipad, heralded the arrival of the rotund reviewer as a tall, lanky, mustachioed man in a gray suit approached him. On sight of the approaching suited one, Emmer lowered himself to his knees and bowed his head, placing the crystal skull on the tarmac in front of him as an offering. "What speaks thy greeting, my master?" asked Emmer in his usual deadpan voice. "Holy retrievings of a skull for make..." What the fuck? "Holy retrievings of a skull for make great the glorious nation of Kazakhstan is big..." Oh god, no!
What?
It's fucking Borat! Smiled the eternally cheerful superior.
Oh my god!
What?
Oh, wait, I just realized something. It's there! This really is the sequel!
The sequel to what?
Zero Dark Garfield! It says it right here!
Are you fucking serious?
Yes!
Holy fucking shit!
It actually says Zero Dark Garfield on here!
Holy fucking shit!
Wow!
That is! Holy shit! So what are we gonna call this? I'm surprised he didn't call it One Dark Garfield.
Oh god. Just... Wow.
Holy fucking shit! This is magical! This is fucking cosmic as shit! Amber flashed back to the memories of reading Zero Dark Garfield and Garfield Royal Rescue on live stream. Oh wait, I skipped over something. Dollar Mutant Fox is the great house cat neutralized, for we make play without nuisance. Emmer flashed back to the memories of reading Zero Dark Garfield and Garfield Royal Rescue on live stream with Darkness and Duck, and relished the thought that maybe, just maybe, that damned cat would finally die a most painful death. If only he could be the one actually doing the killing, but alas, he couldn't stand a chance against the exceptionally virile feline. Judas Priest. Now to Sparkle Town go. Oh my good Lord Almighty, this is magical. Oh, Cassie, what do you have to say about this?
It's a story?
I guess
How dare
that's what
you
can say.
That is blasphemous. This is more than a story. This is life. Okay? We are witnessing the beauty, all the beauty that has ever existed and ever will exist, all condensed into 5 chapters. Okay?
And this is all because this guy actually wrote the troll fic and wrote it well.
Like, this is like this fan fiction right here has the power. It has the power to do great things. It will cure cancer. It will unite the world. World peace is happening right now. We are watching it unfold.
And all because of Garfield.
Exactly.
Man, Jim Davis, you magnificent bastard. You unite...
God damn. Okay. Where was I? The fuck is it? Now to Sparkle Town you go. The Kazakh man picked up the skull, inspecting it carefully. Your lover, a horrible death she did suffer there. Arrow in the eye and head, also glory. What the are you saying that this dude was dating Anita Sarkizian?
I didn't even know Anita Sarkeesian liked men.
I didn't either. I assumed that she didn't. I mean, everything she says kind of paints that picture.
Man-hating, yeah.
So, I mean, like, maybe this guy is just so little of a threat that she can put up with him.
I just read ahead. I think you might be right.
What?
Let's see. Oh, so glory, he trembled and shook in an exaggerated fashion as he recounted the details. Such a sterling archer that did that must be a threat to make great us. Behind Emmer, a pot leaf magic carpet landed smoothly and gracefully, bearing Emmer's shiny red 2016 Porsche 911 Carrera S with ease. The eccentric skull seeker departed, leaving Emmer to haul himself back up on his knees, collapsing under all the load bearing. Yeah, you're right. He pulled open the door, seating himself in a generously sized, heavily bolstered driving seat. His feet rest upon two pedals, for he was too much of a pansy to opt for the 7-speed manual instead of the PDK transmission.
So this guy loves to drive stick shift, or author here. I can agree with him.
He closed the door, and the pot leaf magic carpet took off into the air to carry the car and driver to the road where he could eat up the miles within its 3.8-liter, 400-horsepower flat-six engine and avenge his lover Anita Sarkeesian. Emmer breezed along in his Carrera S, lining up with a seemingly innocuous Budweiser truck en route. This is gun truck one to Emmer, said the truck driver over the radio. Emmer picked up the radio mic and replied, "This is Emmer. Target is in Sparkletown. Get network updates for destination. Broadside, the target is on my command. All firepower is authorized." Gun truck copies. We'll fuck that shit right up out. Oh my god. I'm getting kind of sad that we're getting to the end.
I know, right?
It just cuts off.
The Budweiser gun truck tailed Emmer's Carrera S, forming a convoy with a Pepsi truck carrying spare ammo. The convoy made its way to Sparkletown, and Emmer led the semis to the parking place in front of the David Inn. The Bud trailer unfolded its size, deploying out triggers as its 105mm M102 howitzer swiveled to face the target. On either side of howitzer, an L60 Bofors 40mm cannon and 5 M61 Vulcan 20mm auto cannons took aim. From the Pepsi
Holy
truck,
shit!
From the Pepsi truck, cart after cart of ammo accompanied the artillery crews as they took position on the guns and loaded them, anticipating a moment they could finally get the fuck shit up.
Just for reference, that 105mm M102 howitzer, 1 L60 Bofors 40mm cannon, and 2 Vulcan 20mm autocannons are the armament for an AC-130 gunship.
So you're fucking telling me this shit is like armed to the teeth to the point of being a fucking helicarrier?
Well, yes, except it's disguised as a semi-truck. A
Holy
Budweiser
shit.
truck.
This is like the most epic fucking story I've ever read in my entire life. Why is this not a screenplay?
I don't know.
Hey, I might actually write one. I'm in film school.
Dude,
I'm very tempted.
I'm in film school too.
Oh, cool.
Well, let's just hope this guy finishes it.
Dude, I swear, when I start making my actual films and actual movies and everything, I will pay this man to finish this, because this needs to be done. And it needs to have, like, fucking, like, Michael Bay directing it.
Hell yeah.
Michael fucking Bay! Fucking explosion!
Benicio del Toro.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude, Dude, don't leave me out on this shit. I gotta get a slice of that too. Shit.
Oh hell yeah!
And TrueBlueFuse. Starring TrueBlueFuse as Garfield.
At least I'm not playing Kanye West.
Oh man, you have to lose your dick for that one, and we'd actually pay someone who wants to part with theirs.
Or just deploy a stunt cock.
Well,
Or just-
yeah, but then what's the fun in that?
Or, as we've already established, we could just get Kanye West to do it. I doubt he'll actually read the contract he signed.
Hey, I mean, for enough money, he'd probably say you can rip my dick off. I mean, didn't he go in debt like $30 million on like a failed like Napster ripoff?
Pretty sure.
So I mean, oh my god, there was a terrible fucking meme I saw. But anyway, dude, this is fucking amazing. Why did he not continue this?
Well, when was it last updated? Does it say? That's, 16.
2000.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, that's probably all he bothered to write, and then it was just like, I'll just upload this, it'll be
He-
fine.
just uploaded it a day later and just he's done.
dude, man,
Yeah,
I
probably got busy with something and just forgot about it.
hold on a minute. It's just like,
All the same, I left a comment begging him to release more.
dude, this is amazing. Oh my god. And it's got major character death on there too, so I mean, wait a minute, we never even fucking found out what the hell happened to Kanye West. I want to know what happened to the fucking Katamari West.
And he's probably still stuck in a ball being rid by Johnny Cash.
Come on, you cannot fucking tell me that fucking, like, a fucking Ghost Rider-esque, like, boss battle with fucking Garfield on his fucking motorcycle spinning around getting chased by, like, a flaming, like, radioactive Johnny Cash would be, like, the most amazing thing ever. Being attacked with Kanye West.
Well,
Just Johnny Cash swinging around Kanye West like a freaking bat.
Yeah, he fucking turns Kanye West's ball into a mace and just starts swinging it around like a flail.
I swear, I would totally pay any amount of money just to get the rights to some of these characters and figures just to make this a thing.
Yes.
I'd probably lose money on it, but I wouldn't care.
As
Dude,
long
if
as
you
this
want-
is made.
Thunderchin, if you watch this video, please make more. You have to come out of retirement. We need you.
The world needs you, man.
The world needs heroes, and you are one, Thunderchin.
Oh my god.
Thunderchin.
Oh man, well that was entertaining as fuck.
Yes. And the does she is fucking thing aside, it's actually pretty well written.
Hell yeah.
It's coherent. I don't have to go tripping over myself trying to figure out what the fuck this string of words means.
Unlike the fucking last one.
Unlike Donkey Please and unlike My Immortal.
Just,
Donkey, please.
this- I mean, what doesn't become successful when it is touched by burning rings of fire in Thunderchin? That's what I want to know.
I gotta find somebody to fucking just put out, hashtag bring back Thunderchin.
Yeah.